Hopefully you've been out exploring our beautiful state this summer, but there are risks that come with going into the mountains, especially in this heat. So to help keep you safe, we're talking to Public Relations Director at Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue Unit, Mark Sullivan, about tips for exploring safely. Mark, thanks for being here. First, talk to me about kind of how busy you guys have been these past couple weeks or even month.
Yeah, so this year we've had 18 calls so far.
Wow.
But we've had 12 this month.
Wow.
And in the last 11 days, we've had 7 calls. Some of those days, we've actually had multiple calls in the same day.
Gee, why do you think that is?
I think a lot of our calls come with seasonal change.
Yeah.
People right now, they're feeling the summer heat. They're wanting to get out on the water, experience the great outdoors that Idaho has to offer.
And so maybe they're not totally ready for kind of the changing conditions where it's like, oh, wow, it's maybe much hotter than I expected or than what it was just a couple weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah, typically we see people calling us because one of 3 reasons. They're either underprepared for the environment that they're in, they take on more risk than their skill level allows,
Gotcha.
Or sometimes they just have bad luck.
Okay, and so let's talk about that then. What are some tips for people so they avoid some of those mistakes?
My biggest tip is to first have a plan.
Gotcha.
Share that plan with somebody that's not going on the adventure with you.
Nice.
And stick to that plan. If you find that you're unable to meet that plan, you know, if you're going on a backpacking trip and weather delays you or something,
right,
stop. You know, there's a difference between getting lost and there's a difference between getting more lost. From a search and rescue aspect,
okay,
we'd prefer you just kind of stay lost and then we'll find you after that.
Stay lost. So it's like, if you're like, oh, I don't know where I am, and then you just stay put so you don't just sort of wander and then you get, you know, maybe a mile off course instead of...
Right, don't take on more risk than you need to.
Gotcha. And if you're sticking to your plan, then maybe you miss a check-in or you're overdue, people be like, well, we know where to search for him now.
That's right. When I go out on my own adventures, I have a check-in and check-out time with somebody that's still in town, and then I have a call for help time. If I miss that call for help,
wow,
they call search and rescue.
It's time to call you guys. Fantastic. And also just being prepared. You talk about having like a pack, a 24-hour pack. What's all in that?
Yeah, so we recommend that all hikers at least travel with the 10 essentials.
Okay.
So that's food, water, sun protection, shelter, a fire source, navigation, and a small first aid kit.
Okay, fantastic. And there you see some of that on your screen right there as well. Also, maybe a satellite communicator, like a sat phone, if you can get something like that. That way you can call for help yourself.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, if you're overdue, you run into some trouble. And you guys have some educational opportunities coming up, is that right?
We do. Mountain Rescue, we're more than just a group of people that go out into the wilderness and find
people off the mountain, right.
We do active community education. So we teach orienteering classes at places like REI, regularly church groups. They'll come to us and they'll say, hey, can you teach us about mountain safety, wilderness safety? That's something that we're more than willing to do.
Fantastic. And you have some fundraisers coming up too, right?
Yeah, Idaho's Mountain Search and Rescue is a completely volunteer organization, and we have 2 fundraisers coming up. First is at the Idaho Mountain West Fair, or the Western Idaho Fair.
That's the one. Yep, got it.
It's August 19th through the 28th. And then our second fundraiser that we have coming up is our 60th anniversary celebration.
Wow, 60 years. Good for you.
60 years, yeah. That'll be celebrated at the Dennis Dillon Power Sports building on September 30th, and the doors will open at 7 o'clock. We're going to be doing a live auction. It's going to be a fundraiser. Again, because we are volunteer-led, we're looking to get some more gear, an all-season UTV vehicle that can go from summer to winter.
Fantastic to help, get people out of trouble. Really appreciate it, Mark. Thank you so much. Absolutely. So, look for them there and also at the fair coming up, and we're back with more Wake Up Idaho after this.